Hey everybody, how's it going? I'm going to do a different video than I normally do. This one's about some websites that you can go to get some very rare plants. I always like to grow things that are a little different, and so I'm going to show you the sources I use to order plants that I'm experimenting with. So let's start with one that I think most people that are into strange edible plants are familiar with, Oikos tree crops. But if you don't know, I definitely check them out. They've got a really great selection. They're definitely the more established. They got a good website. They've got a large nursery, but it's all sorts of things like wild goose plum. There's they do everything: running service berries, stingless nettles, lots of perennials. So you can definitely find quite a bit here, perennial vegetables as well. So I'm not going to say too much about them because they have a pretty extensive history doing great work in this area. The next one is the one I just recently found that I'm really very interested in. It's called Sacred Succulents. And my teacher, Eric Tonesmeyer, mentioned this at one of his courses. And so I checked it out. And it's a very poorly designed website, I must say that. It looks like it was made in the 90s and never updated. Like the pictures don't even load. It's just all lots of just blocks of texts, some pictures too. And they do more than succulents. They do all sorts of things. You can see on the sidebar here all these different categories. But one that's very interesting to me, man, there's so much here. Rare and beneficial plants from Chile. When you click on that, let's see, you get a list of quite a lot of plants from Chile. And believe it or not, the seeds and plants that are offered here, they all have their zone attached to them. And there's some for my zone 7A. I'm not sure if there's anything lower than 7A available here. But there's a 6. There's a 6B too. But all these plants, look at the list. I don't know about you guys, but I don't know almost any of these genuses. I mean, Chenopodium we know. These are out there, man. These are different, and some of these things have edible. Most of them have edible fruits or medicinal. Oh, I just realized. Let's look here. I haven't found this one yet, but someone told me about it. This one, the Dayu. It says they're considered the berries of closely related species. Are considered a magical fruit in Ecuador and are said to give one feeling of flight when eaten. I mean, I'm not gonna, advocate for using hallucinogenic or psychedelic compounds if you're not into that. But if you are, that's kind of what this this website and this business specialize in. But they do all sorts of stuff, so definitely worth checking out. You're definitely gonna find something that you haven't heard before. And that could possibly grow in your climate, even if it's cold. Next one I'm going to talk about, and again, guys, I don't receive any sort of compensation for talking about these. I'm just a fan, and I want to talk about the companies, especially like the last one we talked about, and this one that don't even have much of a website or a web presence. People don't know them, so they need to be heard more, and they need exposure. So that's what this video is for. Plants with a Purpose. It's an eBay. I don't think they have a website. eBay only. There's a newsletter, it looks like. It's an eBay shop, and they have some things that are you can find other places. But it's all in a very succinct, easy to navigate website here. I found them through finding different varieties of holy basil. They have 4 different varieties of holy basil. That's really cool. There's San Pedro cactus that you can get cuttings from, which is cool. It's hard to find. Mayan mint, which I'm not familiar with. Lots of different cacti. There we go. And things I've never heard of before. So they don't have a huge catalog, but it's definitely worth checking out. So Plants with the Purpose. This one's really cool too. It's called Mountain Gardens, and they specialize in Chinese herbs. And it's this guy, I think his name is Joe Hollis, maybe. It should say here. And they've got a lot of great videos on YouTube. Yeah, Joe Hollis. And a pretty extensive seed list. They used to have a listing on the website of the seeds that they offer. I wasn't able to find that, but they do have a PDF here. And I think they offer most of these seeds. But I'm not 100% sure what they have available now. Again, this is something that, it doesn't get advertised. They don't have a social media crew or, advertising budget. But some of these plants, they might be the only ones in the United States that carry some of these plants, and the list is extensive, as you can see. And they sell seeds, and they're not that expensive. There's some shipping involved, so you might want to get a bigger order or go in with some friends if you're going to order from them. And it's very seasonal too. They don't always have seeds ready; they come in and out. So I would check them out if you're interested in Appalachian and Chinese medicinal herbs. But again, it's got all sorts of stuff. Joe's really knowledgeable. Check out his YouTube videos too. Okay, and the last one is Hidden Springs Nursery. They live not too far away from me, so I've ordered that from them before. I've actually visited. It's in middle of the forest out in Cookeville, Tennessee, and they have a good variety of interesting plants. It's nothing that's incredibly rare to someone who's interested in this world, but to an average gardener, there's gonna be things here that they can't find anywhere else. So just quickly go over their catalog here. So yeah, it's nothing too crazy, but they have different varieties of like pawpaws and medlars and mayhaws and juneberries, things that most plant catalogs don't have. And they're a good company. They're small, and they do really good work. So I think they need to be supported. I don't know how far they ship. All these places are in the US, and they have different shipping policies. So you have to kind of check to see if they ship in your area. But that's it, guys. I hope you found something interesting and something new that you can order and support these small businesses. All right, check you later. Bye-bye.